Hello you guys, I'm back and I am so excited to be back. Obviously it's been quite a while since I was here last and filmed last, but your girl is back better than ever and I have a pretty fun video to film today. It's an exciting video and yes, so I'm just gonna jump right in. And yeah, thank you guys for joining the fam today and watching the video, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so quite a while ago, my phone is buzzing up. So as I was saying, I took a poll on my personal Instagram and also my makeup Instagram a while ago, asking y'all if I should film a bald makeup tutorial. It's not really a makeup tutorial, it's just a bald makeup video. And literally everyone except for I think for like 2 or 3 people said no. It was 2 people that said no. But I had so many like positive messages from that and positive like feedback, so I was like, you know what? I'll do it. So I was just wearing this to keep my head warm for the time being. Yes, I am completely bald. 110% bald. I shaved, ended up like, so I shaved the rest of my head. Actually my dad did, because my hair started falling out and it started really hurting. So I was just like, Dad, please just shave it all off. I don't want it. So he shaved it all off for me. So here we are. I ended up actually like losing most of my eyebrow. I still have some eyebrow hairs. I don't know if you could see it. Let me zoom in and see if you, yeah, see? There's still some eyebrow hair there. It's just minimal. I ended up losing most of my eyebrow hair toward the end of chemo. And same with my eyelashes. I still have some. As you can see, they're very sparse, but they're there. So there's that. Funny story. So I filmed a video with my boyfriend in December when he was here visiting, and he does my makeup, and I still haven't gotten around to editing it. So I'll probably put this video up first and then put up that video because I want to put it up. But I'm actually wearing a head cover, but you can still see that I had hair at that time. I shaved my head like 2 days later. So there's that. So yes, today I have a fun video planned because I am celebrating officially being cancer-free. It has been quite a trial going through chemo, needless to say, but I'm done and I'm ready to focus back on my videos, back on school, back on work, all of it. So I figured that I would do a teal kind of makeup look because I'm going out to the movies tonight with my mom to see Dumbo, and we're getting sushi because, and if you know me, you know sushi is my favorite food. And we were told at the beginning of chemo, well, actually like after my first round of chemo, so after like the first 3 weeks, that I'm not supposed to be eating raw food. And I had sushi on my birthday, and my birthday fell within the first 3 weeks of chemo, so sorry. But I'm allowed to eat raw food again, like raw oysters, sushi. So excited. So my mom and I are gonna go get sushi tonight, and we're gonna go see Dumbo. I'm very excited, and so I want to kind of celebrate being cancer-free. Since I did have ovarian cancer, and ovarian cancer is teal, I wanted to do a teal makeup look. I did something similar. I'll put a picture like somewhere on the screen of a blue makeup look I did a few days ago when I went out with my brother, his girlfriend, and my mom. We went out to this really cool thing in Texas called Fossil Rim. If you live in Texas, you probably have heard of it. Maybe, I don't know. It's basically a reserve for wild animals, and so I did this really cool blue like half cut crease kind of. It was very lazy half cut crease. And I got a lot of people asking me to do that, so I figured I would do exactly what I did, but instead use teal. So watching this now,
teal. It's not teal. There's some teal in there. It's blue. I tried to use teal, but it didn't happen. So I'll do a teal tutorial in the future at some point. But don't crucify me for giving the incorrect color description.
Still use the same lid color, which is what I used, or I used this color, what is it? Ooh, not even trying to pronounce that, but it's the blue in here. I put that all over my lid. So I've been trying to find more uses for this. I used the purple. I love this palette so far. I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm just trying to figure out how to use these colors more, because like obviously it's hard for me to incorporate like these two colors and some of the shimmers in my everyday makeup, but like these colors I could use easily, but I just don't do my makeup as much as I used to. So the palettes I'm going to be using today are obviously this one. I'm using my James Charles palette. I'm mostly going to be using the blue in here. I used these blues in my last when I did it the other day, and so I'll probably just use the blue to more like deepen up. Oh, and then I also use the black, so I'll be using that. But I'm using the Zulu by Juvia's because this color right here, it's more of a green teal, but I really wanted to use it because I think it would look really pretty. And then the Jaclyn Hill palette has these two colors. I don't know if I'm going to use that color. Probably would look really pretty. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But definitely this color for sure. So that's what I have lined up. However, normally I do my like eyebrows off camera, but I'm definitely going to be doing them off camera because I'm missing so much hair. Let me tell you, you don't realize how much you appreciate having eyebrows until they're gone. I looked at pictures yesterday of my eyebrows before I lost like most of my hair, and they were full, they were dark, they were everything that I could have wanted, and now I'm left with this. So because my eyebrows take me longer to do now, I'm definitely gonna do them off camera. However, to tell you what I've been using, I have a lot of wigs, so I kind of have a bunch of different like eyebrow pencils according to what color I'm gonna be like wearing that day. Typically I wear a blonde wig, or I have a Glam and Gore wig. It's the pink one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the pink one. I love it. It's my favorite one to wear. I post pictures with it all the time. These two though, these two brow products have been my go-to. And then also this is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Obviously I don't have a lot to like stick down, but I still use it. And then this is the Brow Contour Pro by Benefit in the color Brown Medium. And then this is the Precisely My Brow in the color, or the number 4. So I've been using this more recently because I can get really like clear line. But yes, so I'm really quickly going to do my brows off camera, and then I'll come back and I'm going to do my full face on camera to update you the differences I do in my face now and kind of like how I do it. I'm gonna go and do my brows. I clean them up with the Born This Way concealer, which I'm almost out of, so great. And yeah, so I will see you guys in just a minute. Eyebrows done. This eyebrow was like a lot more thicker. I don't know why. I always do this. This eyebrow always ends up so much more thicker than this one, and it drives me crazy. Anyways, moving on. They're done. They're not great, but they're done. Sisters, not twins. I just used this little beauty blender I got from Parsa. It is my boyfriend's family friend sent me a bunch of goodies from this company called Parsa. I don't know if it's available in the US. I probably should have looked that up before I did it, before mentioning it, but I use one of like the foundation brushes they gave me, a bunch of the eye brushes. I use this brush for my highlighter now. They're great and I really like them, and this little beauty blender is awesome. So I just use that to blend out the edges, and yeah. So before I did my eyebrows, I primed my face. I primed my face with the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. I love this primer. I think it's awesome. I use it every single day. So I primed my forehead area and brought it down to here But now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. So I'm going to prime the rest of my face with this because I didn't put it on there. I use this and then a pore filling primer, and that's like, it gives me like that perfect, you know, flawless canvas look. So I just put that on here. And like, I don't know what it is about this. It's like when you blend it in, it gets a little tacky. And like foundation just looks so beautiful on top of this. Like, I'm telling you, if you have not tried this, go get it. I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers. And then I also put this pretty heavily on my nose, which I know seems weird. But because I do put foundation on my nose and I don't put that pore filling primer on my nose, and like makeup tends to break up on my nose first, this just helps keep it in place and keep it from breaking up so easily. And then for my pore filling, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I'm just gonna be putting this right here. And then I also bring it under my eyes a little bit to kind of fill in the creases that I have under my eyes. It doesn't make that much of a difference, I just do it anyways. It's one of those steps in the routine where, like, you know, you don't really notice a difference, but you just do it anyways. That's this. Sorry, I feel like a lot of you don't like that I'm chewing gum, and I apologize. What I'm first going to do is, I have some concealer left on the back of this from carving on my eyebrows, so I'm just going to take that little beauty blender that I mentioned and just kind of dab those under my eyes. I normally don't put concealer on before foundation. I never do, but when I have leftover, I don't let it go to waste. I used to, and this concealer is too expensive to do that. So for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation in the color Light Beige. This foundation is amazing. It's full coverage, like medium to full coverage. It's matte. It looks great. You shake it. My boyfriend broke it, and now it makes that noise. Thank you, Gregor. Anyways, I'm using this. I put about 3 pumps on the back of this little metal palette. 3. And I'm just going to dot it all over my face and then use a brush to blend it in, and then I go over with a beauty blender just to perfect it. So then I'm just going to take this brush. As you can see, it's gross. I use it. So I'm just going to take this Parsa brush. It doesn't have a number or anything. It's a great brush. Super, like, yeah. So I'm just going to use this, and I start by like stippling it on like this. So when it comes to my forehead, because obviously right now I have a tent head, I do blend it. You can see, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can obviously see like right here is where like my hairline really was, because it goes from dark to like pale. My head is actually a lot darker than it was when I first started chemo, because I was outside in the sun about a week and a half ago and got sunburnt on my head. It wasn't fun. So I do blend it a little bit further back. So I'm just using circular motions and buffing it a little bit back. I love this brush. I'm obsessed with using this brush for foundation. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. It does a great job. So I'm just taking my beauty blender, going over my skin to just kind of pick up any excess product that's not like really soaking into the skin and looking good. For concealer, I use 2 concealers, both of which I'm running out of, so that's great. First, I'm going to go in with the Born This Way concealer and do like heavy concealing with this, and then I go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape and kind of lighten. So this is in the color Porcelain. How I blend this all out, I start with my big beauty blender and work at the bottom, and then when I get closer up, I use my little one. So then I'm going to go in with the Shape Tape, and this is in the color Fair Light Neutral, and I'm really just going to center it right here at where my eyes are normally the darkest. I have a white Hydro Flask, and I'm getting makeup all over it. So before I blend this in, I'm going to get my powders ready. I use 2 powders, my Laura Mercier under my eyes, and then my Born This Way Too Faced powder everywhere else on my face. I'm just going to tap a bunch into the lid. I'm going to go ahead and take my little beauty blender and then setting it right away because I really don't want to crease. So I'm going to be using my Morphe sponge. I will go back and bake after, right before I start my eyeshadow. Once I have that set, I'm going to take this little flat side and pick up my Born This Way powder and set my entire face. This is where my routine is like significantly different from what I used to do. I used to stop here, start baking, start my eyeshadow, and then do the rest of my face afterwards. But I've been bronzing now, and then baking, and then wiping off and finishing everything else. I do that A, because I like to contour my nose and bake it, and B, because I like to bake the under area of my bronzer. So I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this is deep bronzer. It smells amazing. If you have never used this, sis, you're missing out. So I'm going to be using my Morphe R14. I love this brush for bronzing. I used to use this brush, and I still use this brush. It's the Morphe R2. Super big. I use it when I really want to like blend it out, but like I don't know. I'm obsessed with using this brush. And then to contour my nose, I use, this is from the James Charles collection. It's the E62. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and just, I love bronzer. Like, it is my favorite thing to put on. I just feel like it brings everything together and like really changes the look. So before I move on to my nose, I'm gonna take this and just kind of take the side of it and, you know, blend. So I'm still new to this whole nose contouring thing. So I'm not good at it. I will wholeheartedly admit it is not like a snatched James Charles, Patrick Star kind of nose. My nail just went directly in there. It looks rough. It looks like it needs some help. But the only way to get better is if you keep doing it. So I take this brush, I dip it, so I put it in and on the sides, and tap off the excess, and then I just go in. I'm gonna take this side and go my Too Faced Born This Way powder, and I'm gonna bake the sides of my nose. And trust me, I'm gonna say this very clearly. I know my nose contour is not perfect, and I don't want to see negative comments on my video saying, wow, that was rough to look at, because A, this video is a positive celebratory video, and B, nobody's perfect, and the only way you can get better at something is if you keep doing it. May I remind you that if you look at a lot of YouTubers' beauty when they started and where they're at now, it didn't always look good. So it's just, I see on other people's videos, and I've seen comments on like one of my videos, you saying like, oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, like this doesn't look good, but good try. And it's like, I can take constructive criticism, but if you're just gonna sit there and tell me it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good, that looks like crap, I don't want your negativity. We don't need that. You don't need to say it. I get it. I know it. You saying it doesn't change anything. So, and to prime my eyes, I'm gonna use my P. Louise base in the color Rumor 01. And then this is a Morphe M224. This is a Morphe M456. It's, I believe, came from the James Charles collection. And I'm gonna go ahead and take, I have the little thing in here still, so remember. I'm gonna go ahead and take a mix of Playground and Cola, I think. And I'm gonna start packing this right into the crease. I think I'm gonna take the Jaclyn one. And this is a Morphe M441. I'm gonna take, what color is this called? Jada. I have it on the brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and so I lay it kind of sideways and have the brush halfway on this blue and then halfway on the no blue area and blend it out. I started doing that kind of, this kind of technique because I watched Nicole Concilio, if you know who she is. She does this in a lot of her videos. And I started doing it and it looks pretty good. So far, that is what I have. It's pretty rough, just bear with me here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with that blue. Going in, again, this is a Morphe M224. So I do it about halfway, just like that. I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And then what I'm gonna do is tap the edge to soften it and blend it out a little bit. I'm gonna go in with this Riviera palette and take this blue color. I'm gonna take this as a Morphe M124. I cannot get over how beautiful this blue is. Honestly, I feel like I'm just looking right into the ocean every time I look at it and put it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that brush I was using before to put on the blue. When I do this, I start by taking the heaviest amount of product right on the outer corner and then putting it on and then slowly tapping right here to blend it all together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take, this is a Zoeva 230 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it with some MAC Fix Plus and take Ring Light out of the James Charles palette and pop that in my inner corner. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner in Midnight Cowboy, everyone's staple glitter liner. And put that across like the cut crease. I didn't do this the first time, but now I'm kind of like all about it because I think it'd be a really nice pop against everything. Before I pop on some mascara, I use the Benefit Their Real Mascara. I'm almost out of this. I'm gonna go ahead and take my NYX. This is the Epic Ink Liner in Black Noir. It's waterproof. This is hands down the best eyeliner I've ever used. I wish more people would try it out and talk about it because I think it's so amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a really quick line. I'm not doing a wing. I don't do wings anymore. No. So this is my Parsa lash curler. Because my lashes are like so sparse, especially on my lower lashes, I don't put mascara on them anymore. I used to, and I like had to stop because they was just so rough. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out and then get to the rest of it. So I'm gonna wipe off the bake. So today, before I started filming, I was watching a YouTuber's video and it was a hair tutorial. Can you spot the problem with that sentence? So I'm gonna set my face really quickly with MAC Fix Plus. So for blush and for highlight, I have a very specific routine now. I mean, very specific. So this is the Morphe 8W palette. I love this palette. I think it's awesome. I love using this color. This is in the color Provocative, but lately I've just been mixing these two. It's in the color Sweet and Gold, these two right here. So this is what the palette looks like up close. This is the color I really like using when I want like a super blush day, and then these are the two lighter colors. I'm gonna go ahead and take this on a Morphe E4, and I just sweep in between the colors, really get it all on my brush, tap off the excess. So for highlight, this has been my routine. This is what gets me looking like a snack when it comes to highlighter. So I'm gonna first go in with the A Smile and a Song. This is the Disney Designer Collection from ColourPop. If you didn't know, I love Disney. If you haven't seen my tattoos here, obviously you haven't seen the tattoo on my back. My first tattoo was a Disney tattoo. I love Disney. So my dad for Christmas bought me the whole PR Disney Designer Collection. I want the Villains one. I don't want the PR collection because that is expensive, but I really want the Villains one. So yes, but I have this whole collection. I love the entire thing. So yes, I do have the whole Disney collection. I love it. I totally, if it's still available, I don't know if you can still get it. If you can, I 110% recommend it. It's awesome. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and take A Smile and a Song. This is the highlighter shade. It's gorgeous. This is what it looks like. Gorgeous. Love it. Nicole Concilio also taught me this trick. I'm gonna take an E45 and just really smudge my brush in there and start putting it on the high points of my cheeks. Like so. Okay, so once I have everything highlighted with that, I'm gonna go in with my Amrezy highlighter from Anastasia. And this is my favorite brush to highlight with. This is another Parsa brush. I don't know what it is, but it's amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some product. Hello. pillow, oh my goodness, amazing. This SD card that I have, it's very crappy compared to this one. It just stops recording randomly. So I went ahead and I finished highlighting. I put on my lashes. These are Lily lashes in the style Miami. But I wanted to come back for lipstick. So for lipstick, I'm going to be using, this is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the color Unbutton. You can use any lip color you want for this. Like a dark blue would look bomb. A black, do it. I'm just going to the nude because I'm just a nude lip girl living in a nude lip world. Okay. I love this lip color. I love this formula. It's not super drying and it feels comfortable in the lips. I've worn it for hours. If you want, you can put a gloss on top of this. I'm not going to. So this is the final look. Again, thank you guys for being so supportive during all this. It's definitely been a very hard past few months, a very trying past few months. And I've had so many kind messages in my inbox. I've had so many supportive people come forward, and it means the world to me. And I'm so sorry I couldn't be filming when I was going through it all. I really wanted to film like my experience with it, but it's just been like, I haven't been feeling good. I haven't even had the motivation to like get out of bed some days. So there's no way I'd have the motivation to film. So I just wanted to say thank you, and like, you know, I'm sitting here bald talking to you guys. I don't like, this is a huge step for me because I've gone out once in public without a wig and without something covering my head. So being here and just kind of like, I want to say exposing myself, but showing this to you guys is obviously like a very, very big step for me. But I have learned that hair doesn't define beauty, and hair isn't something that, it doesn't determine your self-worth, and it doesn't determine your beauty. Beauty is something that's from within, and you know, makeup is an art. I don't put on makeup so I can feel more like beautiful. I put on makeup because I have fun with it, and I think it's a fun way to express yourself. So just remember that if you're going through this and you lose your hair, or if you just like have a problem or some sort of illness that you lose your hair, like alopecia or something similar to that, just know that like you are beautiful without it. Like here I am and I feel fine, I feel good, and yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being so supportive. I promise I will try to get back to filming and doing the best I can with what I have. I know my next video is going to go up. It's going to be when my boyfriend does my makeup. Super delayed, super late on it, but it's going to go up at some point, I promise. But again, thank you guys all so much. I love you all so much. And thank you to all like my friends and family who are just watching this, and you know, like you guys are the reason I made it through all this, and I don't know where I would be without. As I was saying, I don't know where I would be without you guys. And you guys are just the reason I made it through all this. So, yes. Thank you again. I will see you in my next one. I love you all so much, and thank you for watching.